I'm Dave, and on today's Apple Daily, iOS 14 hits 80% adoption, Parallels 16 for Apple Silicon beta drops, and Apple's recent acquisitions and what they could mean for future products, plus our notification squad. Today's Apple Daily is sponsored by WinX DVD Ripper Platinum. Right now, WinX DVD is hosting a holiday giveaway where you'll get a license, link in the description. WinX DVD Ripper Platinum supports any DVD, new releases, old or damaged DVDs, even badly structured, region-locked or 99 title discs. So whether you're digitising your library to save space or trying to rescue that old family DVD, this is the solution for you. You can convert any DVD to MP4, FLV, AVI, MOV or MP3, or optimise for iPhone, iPad, Android, Windows or Mac. You can rip DVDs to MP4 to playback on Windows 10 or Macs without optical drives, which, let's be honest, is almost all of them now. You can even edit the video in just a few clicks, plus all of this in just 5 minutes using level 3 hardware acceleration up to 47 times faster. Download the free trial at the link in the description.
For the latest Apple news, rumors, and leaks, every weekday at 12 UTC, join us in the iCave.
Thanks Siri, and having looked at our channel statistics today, 85% of you guys are not subscribed, so why do you all hate me? I mean really, just smash that sub button. iOS 14 passes 80% adoption. Following its late September release, iOS 14 is now on over 80%, or 4 out of 5 iPhones released within the past 4 years. Meanwhile, iPads lag behind slightly at 61% on iOS 14, with another 21% of those running iOS 13 point something. Compare these numbers to Android, where the latest Android 10 is running on, wait for it, 8.2% of compatible handsets, and that's after 10 months. Now, I haven't done all the maths, but last time I checked, I think 8.2% is less than 80, and let me know if I missed something there. Google, understandably, no longer even announces their adoption rates. Parallels 16 for Apple Silicon beta drops. So yesterday, Parallels released their beta version for Apple Silicon to support virtual machines running on Apple's latest operating systems. But don't get too excited, as x86 operating systems like regular Windows are not supported at this point. However, Windows insiders can download the ARM64 version as an insider preview, which will create a virtual machine on the M1, but it does also have a few limitations, being a beta version, like not running ARM32 files and some restrictions around suspending the machines. Now, early VMs of ARM Windows running on QEMU have showed that the Apple Silicon running this in a virtual machine on top of macOS is still substantially faster than running it natively on Microsoft's own Surface X hardware. And Microsoft have recently brought x86 emulation to Windows for ARM, so there should be a way very soon that you are able to run your Windows apps on M1 hardware without having to resort to something like Boot Camp when that arrives. Apple's recent acquisitions and what they could mean for future products. So in this section, I'm going through the Wikipedia page of Apple's mergers and acquisitions, and basically taking everything from the beginning of 2018, running through them and what they could mean. So for a number of these acquisitions, there is actually a mention of what they're being rolled into. In other cases, it's going to be our speculation on what this kind of software or this kind of project could mean for Apple stuff going forward. But this will give you a bit of an idea of the amount of companies that Apple buys on a kind of month-to-month basis. It's quite a lot. So in January of 2018, Apple acquired BuddyBuild, a continuous integration, debugging and testing for mobile apps suite, which they rolled into Xcode and TestFlight. In March of 2018, Apple bought Texture for digital magazine subscriptions, which became the core of Apple News Plus. August of 2018, and Aconia Holographics, a business around lenses for augmented reality glasses, was acquired. So this of course points towards the heavily rumoured Apple Glass. The familiar Shazam was bought in September of 2018, which Apple integrated with Apple Music and easy accessibility from Control Center. Apple then bought a portion of Dialog Semiconductor from the UK in October of 2018, listed as chip development on the Wikipedia page. However, more specifically, the company seems to be focused around the Internet of Things, so some of their expertise may have found its way into products like AirTags or integration of HomeKit and HomePods. Asahi Music Analytics in the same month has become a part of Apple Music for artists behind the scenes of the main Apple Music platform. Platoon, listed as artist development, joined in December 2018 too. Into 2019, and Apple bought in speech tech company Pullstring in February to enhance Siri, presumably across iOS, Mac and HomePods. Italian workflow startup Stemplay was acquired in March, with Business Insider mentioning how it was to bolster Apple's payment products. Now we come to some more fun ones. Drive.ai was an autonomous vehicle startup that Apple acquired in June of 2019 to bolster their Project Titan self-driving car efforts. Although at the start of 2019 Apple reportedly laid off around 200 members of that Project Titan team, this appears to have been more of a restructuring than a cut, as they may have needed to shift the expertise base for the project at the point that it was. For example, if you are doing an autonomous car, you might have already nailed all the stuff in transmission and not particularly need a whole team developing how you're going to get the power down. By the same token, you might need more people to come in who have more expertise in the software side once you've got most of the hardware pretty much nailed down. Hopefully that makes sense, but at different times in the process you are going to need different skill sets. The next month, in July of 2019, Apple acquired Intel's smartphone modem business, one of the purchases that we have talked about in the past, as it looks very much like Apple would love to replace Qualcomm modems in its iPhones, iPads, and anything else that's going to get cellular modems, perhaps like Macs, with their own in-house designed chips, further vertically integrating their product stack and reducing costs. In October 2019, they bought iKinema, a motion capture business which ties in well with the potential motion tracking aspects of AirTags that have been patented, as well as what they are currently doing with Animoji, tracking your face for AR replacement with a zebra or something. December of 2019 brought Spectral Edge, a low-light photography specialist from the UK, and I can confirm that night mode and low-light photography on the iPhone 12 Pro Max is excellent all around. Xnor.ai, an edge computing and award-winning AI company, and GeekWire reports that the edge computing they provide is very much in line with Apple's interest in preserving data privacy. Scout.fm, an AI podcast service that combined curated and AI-driven suggestions, was acquired in early 2020, and this year is starting to show more interest in podcasts from across the board, especially after Spotify bought up the rights to Joe Rogan's show. Dark Sky, the precision weather app, was added in March of 2020. Another AI and voice assistant company, Voices, joined in April, and this was followed by NextVR in May, which is a virtual reality events provider. Very handy in 2020's pandemic culture. In June, they picked up Fleetsmith Mobile Device Management, and July saw MobiWave, a payments startup, also come aboard. Several payments startups. Finally, Camerai AR and Space's VR setup both joined in August. It has to be said that the majority of what can't be tracked to a current product or lineup almost all line up with AR or VR tech, suggesting that Apple Glass is almost certainly real and very much on the way, although how far out it is another matter. My guess is that there could be an announcement at WWDC in 2021, and a release towards the end of that year. But which of these acquisitions grabs your attention? I know this is a little bit different, it's not news as such, but I think there's something really interesting here about looking at what Apple is looking to bring into the company and what kind of expertise they're trying to add. Also, if there's any of these particular topics that you want me to expand on in future videos, please let me know down in the comments and use that hashtag IKVAnswers. And on to Notification Squad, we have 3 new members today. Tech Hyped, who's actually been a member forever but never told me, Michael Cole and James Apple. Thank you all for joining, and if anyone has got any questions or wants to join the Notification Squad, do let me know down in the comments. For the Notification Squad, you just need to subscribe to the channel, ring the bell and let me know that you have done. And if you've got a question, you need to ask me the question and use the hashtag IKVAnswers. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.